Alright, I think enough time has passed. Okay, just wanted to start off with this screen so I can prove I'm not bitching out and switching to an easier version. I've got my coffee, I've got my breakfast, let's pick up. So, I'm going to pick up where we left off and start off by going to the well, if everybody's gonna have shit-ass health, then we're gonna need some E-tanks. So I've got the cheat guide open, and I'm looking to where the E-tanks are. And if anyone wants to accuse me of never having beat this legit, I promise you, I owned this on the PS2, and I played this shit as legit can be, back when I was like 13 or 14. So I've lived through this nightmare. I lived through it again with my friends a couple months ago on the Switch version. I'm just playing this to show you how garbage this game is. So I feel absolutely no shame in justifying my cheating. And it turns out we missed an E-tank. So we'll start with that.
Ready?
Can you hear me?
And that's the name of the game. That's all this game is. It's fucking backtracking and bullshit. And stock explosions from 2002. A boss just cracks me up. It just does not seem fucking real.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Astro?
Alright. The E-tank I missed is somewhere here. I promise you I would love to see where this fucking E-tank is if this camera wasn't such garbage.
Can you hear me?
Let me look at the picture. There it is. Right in plain sight. Now the other E-Tank is over here, and let's see if we can't rescue some Reploids and unlock X along the way.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Zero? Here goes nothing.
Hang on, I think I hear my dumbass cat stuck somewhere. Nope, my cat's just being a bitch. Cats tend to do that. When I look at Axel's design, I can't help but think that it's like, oh, well, we're on stronger hardware. We can create a more advanced looking character. And I mean, I'm sure you get what I'm trying to say.
Can you hear me, Axel? Can you hear me, Axel?
Mr. White! Oh wait, no, it's more like... Mr. White, I saved you, bitch!
Ready?
It's so funny to me that the Legacy collections have been more or less segregated into the good ones and the rest. Which, you know, I have some hang-ups about X4, but when you compare it to like 5, 6, and 7, it's playable. So you're essentially paying like $40 for 5 games. Alright. Do I need a mech? Why is it not opening? Is the enemy not spawning? Carlos.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Zero? Can you hear me, Zero? Can you hear me, Zero?
You know, in a good Mega Man game, I'd be allowed to kill the pilots and take their walkers. Okay, just making sure there's nothing on these pillars. And somebody had a boner for the Magma Dragoon fight, because you're meant to take a mech here. When I was a kid, I actually managed to bring the blue mech with the gun here. But the game seems uninterested in letting you have a chance.
hair and a saber, you must be Zero. So they sent an S-Class hunter to stop me, huh? But you'd need a dozen of them to beat me.
How sweet. Looks like you're having a swell time swinging around your new toy.
Stop treating me like a kid. Why I oughta.
Hey, calm down, or you'll have to take a time out in the corner.
That made it all worth it. I don't understand this thing that the last couple Mega Man X games did where bosses just have different sized health bars. Because I noticed that playing X6 right now. Certain characters just have like nothing. Oh. You know what? That's okay. That's not why we're here. Oh my god, what is going on with Aaliyah's mouth? I don't know if I've ever said this before, but I absolutely loathe the fucking menus in this game.
The rescue of the captured Reploid is progressing smoothly, thanks to those cubes.
Yes.
But it's causing a lot of damage. Is there nothing that can be done?
Not much. Even Zero has his limits. Axel is doing good work, but he's still a child. We can't expect much more with their present abilities.
Zero, do you read me? I'm going too. Take me with you.
X?
Okay. Please.
To finish things, I've got to do it. To finish this once and for all.
I don't understand why it's so hard to find good acting in a Mega Man game. Because X's voice in this game is really bad. I don't know why that he thought this kind of reading was good. Alright, let's go power up a little bit.
Ready?
So X is basically just better Axel. I mean, I shouldn't have to fucking say that, but here we are.
Can you hear me, X?
Oh, that is fucking ridiculous. Okay, so I turned on the rapid fire, but I need to turn on fucking auto charge with it, it seems.
Can you hear me, X? Can you hear me, X? Can you hear me, X?
Did Zero duck? What the fuck? Well, how about that? They left in ducking. Feet parts. I should have just... And I forgot to turn on the auto charge. Shit.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Ed?
I honestly believe the only reason people defend this game is because they played the European version. And even then, I bet playing the European version just makes it decent.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Ed?
Yeah, what am I doing? So a fun fact about Mega Man X8, because let's talk about good Mega Man games. A fun fact about Mega Man X8 is that it was made by the Monster Hunter team. So the intro level with the jungle is actually made out of recycled assets from Monster Hunter. Alright, I got the heart tank, I'm out.
Ready?
One of the smartest things they ever did in the X series when it came to having multiple characters was just make the life up be a shop item. Because as if this game wasn't supreme bullshit enough, collecting the Reploids and collecting the heart tanks only affects whoever touches it. Oh, come on. flying squirrel armor was the most retarded shit they've ever done. But at least it looks nice. Descent. Well shit, I don't know how it happened, but both of my E-tanks are full.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Ed? Can you hear me, Ed?
Yeah, X, you tell him. God, even with Zero fully powered up, I still can't kill those bats in one hit. That's ridiculous. Like I said, this was the game that broke my heart as a kid. I remember when I used to read the ads because I live in buttfuck nowhere, Indiana, and we didn't have internet yet. And that basically sums up all the problems I've ever had with bad games in my life. I didn't have internet. Because when you grow up in buttfuck nowhere on a farm, you don't get internet until like the early 2000s. And I remember getting the Best Buy ad and seeing Mega Man X7 in it, and I was like, oh my god, not only is there a new Mega Man game, but it's on the PS2. And I think it was the first Mega Man game on the PS2 for quite a while. And actually, the more I sit here and think about it, I think the only Mega Man games on PS2 were the collections and this. There's gotta be another armor capsule somewhere. But yeah, I had saved up my allowance for quite a while. And I was like, Mom, let's go to Best Buy. And that was before,
Ready?
that was before, you know, we got a little bit better infrastructure around here. Because in the particular part of Indiana I grew up in, we were pretty much separated from everything. And it wasn't until the local government got together and was like, hey, you know what, maybe we should like put some more fucking roads in. And made deals with farmers and blah blah blah. And I think one of the greatest things that ever happened, specifically for me so I can get to my work, was they put a road in that essentially cuts off 20 minutes of my drive to work, because it just cuts through an empty vast of nothingness that, since they've put a road in, has turned into a neighborhood and a shopping center. And, you know, I think us you know, flyover states like Indiana and Ohio and Illinois, we're pretty much single-handedly keeping strip malls and shopping malls alive. Because if it wasn't for me being in school and having a student Amazon account, like, my deliveries take like 5 days. So yeah, I mean, back in the day, when I wanted a video game, it was pretty much, hey mom, you know, hitch up the horse and buggy. Let's take a 3-day trip into town. So you can probably imagine the, and I mean, good old X. Oh boy, a buster. That's it? Jesus, they make you unlock X and they don't even give you anything fucking special for it? It's not even like a stronger buster, it's just...
Ready?
Can you hear me, X? Can you hear me, X? Can you hear me, X?
And I looked it up last night, and if you somehow fuck up enough that you don't get to that you don't rescue any Reploids, you unlock X automatically when you get to the Sigma Fortress. I can't believe they didn't have the goddamn courtesy to, like, upgrade your buster at all. And maybe I'm being a little too egregious calling the Legacy Collection 2 the bad pack. But, I mean, at the end of the day, X5 is barely playable. X6 is garbage. This one, X7, is a fucking dumpster fire. And X8 is good, but not good enough to justify buying the collection for. Because even playing X8 again on this collection was the first time that I had replayed X8 since getting it for PS2 originally. And, you know, that's like a good 15-year gap between playing it, believe it or not. And I remember just everyone on the internet just kind of shits on X8. And I've always been like a firm believer that, like, oh, nobody likes X8 because nobody liked X7. But playing X8, it's just kind of like, oh, I see how people could come to that conclusion. Because, I mean, the kill rooms where they lock you in a box and you gotta shoot 1 billion guys, yes, that sucks, I get it. I think it's really fucking annoying that you have to go through hell and back to get the force medals to unlock an item, and then you still have to buy it. Which is ridiculous.
Ready?
Especially when it comes to bullshit like the, oh look, I found a use for the glide armor. But especially when you stop to consider the bullshit that, oh god, what is it? Is the panda level where you have to bring the fucking mech with you for the entire level, and then you have to do some convoluted bullshit with Axel and the spike defense that you would never think to do. And in the end, it ends up just being like, what is it, a damage buffer for Axel that keeps you from getting knocked back, and no one else has to go through that level of hell to get their specific damage buffer, so why that, of all fucking things, had to be a nightmare? Oh, this is ridiculous. Get your ass over here. Alright, which one's the real one? Alright. Oh my god, dude, fuck off. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. When it's just like, I fucking dare you to tell me X8 or X7 is a good game. Oh, Jesus Christ. I wasn't even paying attention to my health. I'm just baffled. Was there a fucking reason this boss needed to be this fucking busy? Like, was he a favorite around the office? Did, like, John Takahashi sit there like, yeah, this... And I don't know how to describe it besides being an asshole contrarian. But when you look at shit like this, and you can still look at yourself in the mirror dead in the eyes and go, yes, I like X7. X7 is my favorite Mega Man game. You just... I just got a fucking trophy. What the fuck was it for? Putting up with that shit? But I can't imagine the kind of, like, greasy, room temperature IQ slob of a human being you have to be able to look at this game, to look at everything I'm putting up with right now, and just be like, yeah, I like X7. It's good. And I say that because I know somebody who likes X7. And I'm just confused. It's like my cousin. I think I mentioned this last time. I've got a cousin who we have gotten into fights before. Like, I don't mean like fist fights, but we've gotten into like almost screaming matches, like coffee table flipping, like you're a fucking asshole, you're a complete fucking moron, because she will just fight to the death. She will plant her feet into the ground like the world's most unshakable tree and just be like, no, Sonic 06 is good. I love it. I love it. And you look at her fucking profile and she's got like every single achievement for it. You're like, what the fuck is your problem? How do you... What drives these human beings? And I mean, I like bad things. I mean, I get it from my dad. My dad used to get all these like cheesy, shitty sci-fi movies. I understand it. I get it. I'm not totally clueless to that. But like, hang on, I need to see what's next. Really? The boar? Okay. But yeah, I like crappy things. Like there's a couple bad NES games that are just like, you know what? They hold a special place in my heart. But even then, like the worst NES game is... The worst NES game is at least remotely playable. And you know what? I realize now what I've said. Especially when you stop and fucking consider the, Yeah, looking back, I kind of realize how stupid I sound, because if you stop and think about shit like fucking Action 52, that shit ain't playable. I always knew Mario would be the one to save Mega Man. I got that backwards. Oh well. But yeah, I realize now, you know, but I mean, I'm trying to think of what I like that would be considered a bad game, like, you know, like I unironically appreciate like movie tie-in shit. I had a game based on like the Lawnmower Man or something like that for Super Nintendo that wasn't half bad. Man, they got the Ride Chaser like all fucking wrong, dude. Like I wanna blast through these stages on my fucking jet bike, dude. I don't wanna like coast along like a cute little ride, like X is taking a leisurely drive to the fucking grocery store to get some more batteries, like. Yeah, see, like, look at this. I want to go fucking fast. I want to go whoosh. Oh my god. I actually have the toy of this bike, by the way. It came with Axel. And that's another sad thing about X7. X7 came out when, like, I mentioned this last time, but X7 came out when fucking Mega Man was in the goddamn toilet. Like, the games that were coming out were all garbage. The fucking the toys were made by Jazzwares, and they were like notoriously cheap. I was at an age where I didn't play with them. I bought them just to have them. And the Jazzwares toys came in like two flavors. They had a first run where the toys might as well have been wooden fucking dolls because they had these like screw and they had these like, I don't know how else to describe it, but like, you know when you watch like Game of Thrones and you see like a little boy with like a knight toy and it's just like a block with some screws that, I mean, or think about like Toy Story when like Andy picks up Woody and his arms and legs just kind of go limp. That's basically what the first run was like. And I have all of them because my mom got me all of them as they were coming out. X and Zero took the fucking longest to find. Like, we had to pretty much order them off the internet because no toy store ever carried them or would ever get them in. And I remember the X toy, for some fucking reason, came with the Nova Strike backpack, even though it was just like plain vanilla X. All of the toys, like they came with like an enemy, and they came with a bullet, but the guns didn't actually shoot, which was really fucking stupid. And it just, they had like holes in their hands so they could hold things, but the problem with that is that, I mean, it's a fucking mess is what it was, but and then that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was the second wave that came out. The second wave that came out, those fucking toys couldn't have been any cheaper. Like, at least in the first wave of toys, the plastic at least felt dense. But in the second wave, I mean, Jesus H, the plastic couldn't have been any more cheap and hollow. I had toys that broke just from like sitting there. Like what? And they were pushing Axel so fucking hard. Like Axel came in almost every single playset with every single fucking every single like accessory, everything. I mean, it's ridiculous. It was like, hey, Axel is literally the Poochie of Mega Man. But I'll always give Jazzwares props for at least having a Vile toy. That was pretty cool of him. I mean, my D-Arts Vile that I have absolutely blows it out of the fucking water like nobody's business, but that just goes without saying. That's not fair. You're picking on the retarded kid at that point. And I think the toy line got canceled before the Wily's Laboratory playset came out. Because I've never seen that anywhere. I have all the I mean, if you take one fucking look at my YouTube channel where every other day I'm playing another Mega Man game, you kind of get the idea of what my favorite fucking series is. And, I mean, I have all the Ruby Spears toys. I have some Japanese import Mega Man Classic toys. I have, like I said, I have all the fucking Jazzwares toys, the first run and the second with the shittier plastic. If there's a Nendoroid, if there's a Pop figure, if there's a D-Arts, I've got it. I even paid like $80 to get some shitty monochrome convention-only Mega Man toy. If I had some Mega Man stuff that I would absolutely die to have in my collection, in the early 90s, they had the coolest figures in Japan, where they were basically a model kit, and I'll show it to they've got pictures of it in the collection here. You just get like this naked frame of Mega Man, and then you could buy toy pieces to attach to it. So it's like you could make just Mega Man X, you could turn him into Zero, you could get colors based on weapons, you could get armor pieces, and they were all so fucking cool. I'd love to have like the full collection, or at least a couple of them. Oh, I guess we're not saving.
You are something else. Who goes there? Show yourself! Don't you find the Maverick Hunters to be a bit too much of a nuisance?
Maverick Hunters? Well, sure. I don't like them, but they've got nothing to do with us. We'll do as we please, hunters or no. Get lost. I don't even know who the heck you are.
Maybe. Let's just say I'm a sympathizer with your cause.
Alright, what's next? Snipe Anteater. And there's also an armor piece too. Oh, Jesus. I remember this one. Oh, God. That's gonna be a fucking pain.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Ed?
I think I need Axel to get this part. I'm not sure.
Can you hear me, Ed? Can you hear me, Ed?
I would just like to point something out. Are we rescuing, like, little child Reploids? Is that what's going on here? Oh my god. Okay, I need to come back here with Axel. God damn it.
Can you hear me, Ed?
Oh, get ready to throw up. Bruh.
Can you hear me, Ed?
Doug. You know, that's what cracked me up about a character from X5 and X6. That's when they introduced, like, the rest of the Maverick Hunter crew. And, like, you have all these cool names like Cygnus, you know, and then, like, Lifesaver. And then who's your fucking engineer? It's just Douglas. Fuck. I can't help but feel like that was supposed to be Jerry and not Jelly. Is there a point to this one? Oh shit. You almost didn't save Richie. See, it's these fucking garbage clusterfuck levels like this that just don't make this game any fucking better. Like, holy shit. This honestly might be the most useless fucking suit of armor from any Mega Man game. I noticed that the... oh, god damn it. I noticed the Buster fires homing shots now. For whatever reason, the upgrade doesn't mention that. Wait a minute, did I just skip a dude? Well, Colin's fucking dead. He better not have been one that had a, had a fucking disc. Like, Jesus Christ, what were they thinking? Where is the fucking heart in this puckered asshole of a stage? What the fuck? Nope, too late. We'll have to come back when I come back with Axel.
Oh, splendid. Even better than expected.
How long must this madness go on?
Let me ask you, how long has this madness been going on? The annals
NANI?!
contain endless records of
Or I'm sorry, coming out of X's voice actor, it'd be more like, NANI?!
You're wrong. We can create a world without war. Utopia is not just a dream.
You can't.
You can tell I believe in what I say because I say it with such conviction.
But even so, I must follow my beliefs.
You know, the greatest voice actor for X was fucking Mark Gatha, who voiced him in the Maverick Hunter X and X8. And that dude couldn't have had a more legit fucking reason to quit. He, like, gave up voice acting entirely and just moved to Sweden and became a dentist. I mean, I can't really say that you're, like, doing anything noble because you're probably being a fucking dentist for, like, migrants, but, you know, hey, he's doing something more fucking legit than I am. I'm a fucking EMT out in Indiana where most of my fucking, like, paramedic nonsense is just like fucking Cletus bet his buddy he couldn't, like, snort a knife or something. I can't believe that, like, just another example of just horrible shit this game does. I do not understand what possessed them to fucking make like your weapon meter have to be upgraded. Because what ends up happening is the same fucking bullshit that's happened this whole time, hi Zeus. It's just the fucking bullshit that's been happening this whole goddamn time. We're just... When you make it have to be a fucking upgrade, like, oh god, Zeus, get off my cords, come on. You make the weapons meter have to be an upgrade, and then you do dumb bullshit like make it to where Reploids can be killed. Or the fucking bullshit where the American version of the game fucks with the attack and defense values. So you run into this fucking shit where I can't even kill the boss with my normal God-given amount of fucking weapon energy. Man, check out these fucking sick Devil May Cry combos I'm doing with Zero. Come on now. Oh, and the best part of them fucking with the damage values is the upgrade for the shock absorber is wrong. When you get enough chips into your power setting, it tells you that you get an upgrade chip where it reduces your damage by half. That's a flat-out fucking lie. The only thing the shock absorber does is keep you from getting launched back 80 feet when you get hit. So the only way to truly lower your damage in this game is to get X's armor. Honestly, reading that story you posted in the Discord, that'd be the fucking that's the kind of doctor I'd be. That's why I always tell my friends why I post on 4chan. I can get on 4chan, I can call somebody a guzzling dick nigger, and we can all move on with our day because neither of us knows who it was. Well, I got the 2 discs, so I don't give a shit if the rest of them die. Would you like to save? Yes. Now loading. Would you like to overwrite this save? Yes. Saving. Save successful. Press back to return. Would you like to go back to save, or would you like to go to results? Let's go back to results. Now loading. Remember, this is the kick-ass PS4 version. This isn't the actual PS2 version, where the load times were anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds. And there's that same goddamn stock image of fucking Axel again. Jesus Christ.
Possesses incredible talent.
Wow! Who could that possibly be?
Axel's imitator ability? Yeah. I have no idea how he does it. It's our secret weapon.
You know, I fucking cracked a joke yesterday about Mr. Claw, but God, what were they fucking thinking with that Sigma voice?
What do you mean?
Would you be willing to place a wager on my little idea?
Alright, we gotta go back and we gotta take Fuckstick with us so we can get that heart.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Ed? Can you hear me, Ed? Can you hear me, Ed? Can you hear me, Ed?
Oh my god. Oh, the bonsai. Oh. Oh, mashed potato samurai. Oh.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Echo? Can you hear me, Echo?
I had no idea about the fucking double guns Axel had. I always thought it was just the big bazooka gun and the fucking ray gun. Doop, doop, doop. Alright, who do I go to next? I love that you can tell that they reused a couple sound effects from the PlayStation X games. I don't know, that just might be my like ridiculous autism that I can tell that shit though. This fucking stage. Here we go.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Ed?
Derek! Can we talk about this, like, flight formation for a minute? Like, what's going on here? Like, everyone in a green plane must fly up and down while remaining in formation. Yeah, just wall kick where the fucking thruster's coming out, that's fine. I didn't even get his name. I don't even care. Hey look, I'm a plane too. Oh god. Nope, nope, I missed it. Oh Jesus. Oh god, that was horrible.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Ed?
So are these like Repliforce planes, or like what's going on with this here? It's okay, I got the heart. It was worth it in the end. Got some tired ass dogs, they're all just laying around dead.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Ed?
Oh, you're fucking me. I need some more coffee real quick. Come on, give me some chips. Niggle. Well, Niggle gave me some health, but I want some chips. I really have to wonder if there's like some insane asshole out there who's beaten this game like 10 times.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Ed?
Just because, like, you know, when you beat the game, you just get to keep X forever. This game of all fucking games has a new game plus. Lord knows it fucking deserves it. And on a new game plus, all of the Reploids are unleashed back into the level, but you get to keep X, that's fine. All the Reploids are put back into the level, and you just collect them all over again. And that's how they get you. That's how they trick you into it. They do you up like a little $2 whore, and they make you think you're accomplishing something when in reality you're just playing this fucking dumpster fire again. You're not doing it for the street cred like I am. Okay, bye.
Can you hear me?
Herbie. That's cute. In the future, there's a robot named Herbie. That makes me happy. But I'll tell you what doesn't make me happy. And that's Vegeta games where no matter what, you're just kind of fucked. And I'll explain what I mean. So, I bought... Whoa, what the hell? Let me go. That's weird. Can I shoot you, you dickhead? I had bought the Crash remake trilogy, and I've been kind of slowly working my way through each of them. I mean, I had all three of them when I was a kid. I never beat the original Crash Bandicoot. That game is fucking bullshit, so anybody who's ever gone through that and, like, even much less beaten the fucking super secret end or whatever, good God, more fucking power to you. But I got decently far in Crash 1, but I've been playing Crash 2 and Crash 3, because those are the ones I know, those are the ones I'm, like, familiar with. And, I don't know, this fucking... The levels in Crash 3, where you're on the motorcycle and you have to race the object motherfuckers, it's terrible. It's legitimately terrible, because you bump into them, and not only do they get like a slight boost, you get fucked. Like, any speed and momentum you had is just gone. And you need to keep like every bit of momentum going in order to even slightly get any further at all. And it's just completely fucking unfair. Woo, I got a life. Hooray. Beat. Or was it Bert? Could work both ways. It could be beat for the bird, or it could be Bert for a name. But if it was Bert, why wouldn't you spell it with a U, like Burt Reynolds? How are my tanks doing? Woo! Matt Damon. Does it? Well, holy shit, it does. I can't even be mad. They actually fill your whole tank up at once. We did it. We got the full glide armor.
are you? Come out and face me.
I can see it in your eyes. You would prefer to avoid them.
Yes, of course. I don't want any more people getting hurt.
You really are a soft. Well, just stand there peacefully while I erase both you and your silly ideals.
You can make fun of me, but once you make fun of my ideals, that's when I get angry. Now see, that's what I call withstanding damage. Do I have a full Giga Crush? Can I use it? So it's quick boomerang?
You see that? This is what one can do with DNA data.
Amazing. I had no idea that DNA data could provide so much power. You're incredible.
Well, I hope I've proven my abilities to you. But this is only the beginning. If you give me the chance, I can make you invincible.
What? You mean I could be even stronger?
Absolutely. But in order to do so, we'll need the mouse that ran away. He must collect more data, and then I will make you the strongest hunters that ever lived.
But that won't work. He'll never come back. We've set him free. And as for our power, we have quite enough. I thank you truly. But we already are undefeatable.
You don't need any more power, huh? Well, that could be true in your case. But he still has an unfinished job.
I can't believe Sigma is just being like a chill grandpa about this.
There is
That...
vital data still missing. The most powerful Reploid data is not yet in my hand.
You used us. And Axel? We've had enough of this. We won't search for him for you. And we won't attack any more innocent Reploids. Not one!
Well, I'm disappointed in you. I thought you'd be a bit more useful. But let's do this democratically.
I don't know. Did you see the last Game of Thrones? I don't think they want to do anything democratically.
What's wrong, guys? What are you doing? You! What have you done to my pal?
Oh, consider it payment for the power-ups I gave you. Well, what'll it be? If you don't follow my orders, they'll never return to normal. Get Axel back, along with X's data.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Ed?
Ready?
Can you hear me, Ed?
I guess in retrospect, it's not very impressive that I could bring the blue armor to the boss, considering that's pretty much what I'm doing now.
Ready?
See, this is why I get so upset at the internet. Because you can never tell what's real and what's fake. Because I'm not one of those people who can be like, I see this pixel here, so that means it's photoshopped. But there was a trailer or something for the new Crash Bandicoot race. I shouldn't say the new, but There's a trailer or something for the Crash Bandicoot Racing that's being remade, and I don't know if it's like somebody photoshopped it in as a hoax, but apparently, like, Gex, of all fucking things, is going to be a guest. And before I sound like some fucking massive hipster, I actually own all of those games, and I used to play the shit out of them all the time as a kid.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I honestly couldn't tell you which is my favorite one. Between 2 and 3 anyway. Because there's just something about 2's like mysterious nature of like the TV world. But then you have like the shitty like secret base in Gex 3. But Gex 3 had the cool anime levels where you could be a Gundam.
Destroy! Look at me! Look at me! I'm king of the mountain!
Stop it! Stop it right there! Do you know how hard we worked to rebuild this world?
Shut up! Don't order me around, you pile of scrap metal!
Shoot, looks like there's no choice but to fight.
Warning! Warning!
And I remember playing around with the debug codes for Gex 3 a lot. Those are fun. If I had to say, like, Gex 2 and 3 both kind of have their strengths and weaknesses. Like, 2 reused a lot of levels, but it felt like a more solid package than 3. Just because 3 was, like, super cryptic at times. Oh, and Gex 2. Gex 2 gets extra points for giving me a fucking nightmare with that, like, pig boss dude.
Okay, everybody. That's point RD-1866, the location of Red Alert's base. But why has it suddenly shown up on our radar screens? It's as if they wanted us to find it.
It is a bit strange. Be on full guard. X-0. Axel is in your hands.
I know. Okay, everybody, let's go. Let's get this fight over and done with.
Now that's the X I used to know.
I don't want to fight, but we must hurry. I can't allow them to claim any more victims.
Got it. You do as you please. Let's get moving. Ready, Axel?
Yeah! Just hold out a little more, Red. I'll be there to put an end to this.
Hold the fuck on. Where is that? Like fucking Iceland or something?
Ready?
Stop it! Oh, they damage you. It's the fucking thing from X1 and it's mad as hell, run! Jesus Christ, get away from me.
Ready?
Well, goddamn, speaking of Crash Bandicoot. I don't think I ever actually finished my train of thought on that. I'm in the fucking world where you have to fight Entropy. And that's the specific motorcycle race I'm stuck on. Holy shit, dude. Do enough fucking damage? Can I ask how you're supposed to do this jump if you don't have the fucking glide armor? Because that's a goddamn leap of faith if there ever was one. Well, I'll be goddamned, I made it. is it weird to talk about like how excited I am for the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3? I played the first couple once. The first one was really fucking good. The second one was kind of terrible. And that's not even like taking into account the like fucking Crispin Freeman Iron Man. That's... I don't like anything about what 2 did. And I was really nervous about Ultimate Alliance 3 for a while. And I was really apprehensive to pre-order it. But like recent trailers are showing that like no, the mouse doesn't have its claws dug deep into this one. It's not gonna be another Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite situation. If there's one thing I want Ultimate Alliance 3 to do, it's that I want it to bring back all the costumes from Ultimate Alliance 1. Ultimate Alliance 1 had like 1,000,000 costumes for every character. But Ultimate Alliance 2 was just like, fuck it, nope, you get one costume. I don't even know if it added others as DLC, I just know that like, it was really fucking disappointing that the only costume for Iron Man was you could either have like modern movie Iron Man or you could have the classic Iron Man. And I use the classic Iron Man, but like, I don't know. I want, if I had a wish list for Ultimate Alliance 3, I want my modular armor from the cartoons and Marvel vs. Capcom, of course. But I want the modular armor, I want the Silver Centurion armor, you know, maybe be cheeky and give me like the big, stupid, fucking bulky suit. That'd be pretty cool. Like, you know, the box of scraps suit. But I was really nervous about Ultimate Alliance 3 just because of what Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite did. Because ever since Disney got Marvel, just been making a lot of like boneheaded decisions. And I mean, I can understand the legalities of it. I'm not going to be like a stupid fanboy. But that doesn't mean it's not still fucking retarded. Like, having no X-Men in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is just unbelievable. I'm gonna just shorten it to Infinite. Having no X-Men is just fucking retarded. And the, like I was saying about Ultimate Alliance 2, it had really disappointing character choices. Like, it's like, yeah, okay, sure, you get some stuff like Iron Fist, but like, when I played the original Ultimate Alliance, the only characters I really knew about were like Spider-Man, Iron Man. I liked Ghost Rider because of the Nicolas Cage movie, believe it or not. So my team was always like Iron Man, Ghost Rider, I think I had Deadpool. And the greatest part about Deadpool is that I had no idea who Deadpool was. And it was only because of Ultimate Alliance that I even learned who Deadpool was. And that was back when Deadpool was unknown. He didn't have a fucking movie. He didn't have 500 assholes who think they're funny at anime conventions, all dressed up in fucking Deadpool outfits, photobombing every picture like a bunch of fucking cunts. Like, seriously, holy shit, even out here in buttfuck fucking nowhere, Indiana, when we have anime conventions, there's... It's the best part about the anime convention scene. Like, when I first started going to anime conventions, like, 20 years ago, it was, like, Kingdom Hearts 2 Soras everywhere. I mean, I was even fucking Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora once. I had the same shitty, like, nylon outfit bought off the internet that everybody had. And it was to the point where my local convention was like, hey, let's have a big fucking Sora photo op, you know. And if it wasn't Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora, it was Naruto, and if it wasn't Naruto, there's like, there was a really good, like, Vegeta cosplayer who comes to my local convention. He's since stopped. There was this, like, asshole, oh my god, what's his name? The dude from Trigun, Vash the Stampede. There was this asshole Vash the Stampede who would go every fucking year, and I mean, he was a fucking cocksucker, too. But no, it breaks my heart that, like, all the Soras and Narutos have just been replaced by I mean, I guess you're trading one for another, which, you know, yeah. But it breaks my heart that it's always, like, the same fucking morph suit. We all know where you bought it. We all can go buy one. I've thought about buying one as a joke. But, like, it's the same fucking morph suit from the same fucking assholes. And it's just... it just gets so fucking old. Like, my local convention actually had to specifically put in, like, a Deadpool rule that was like, okay, we get it, haha, tacos and chimichangas, alright. Stop fucking photobombing everyone. Like, the convention center that my local convention is held at, it's also used for, like, weddings, and I mean, of course it is, it's a fucking convention center, anybody can rent it out. But there was one year where, like, not even shitting you, like, 15 Deadpools crashed a wedding. And, like, 9 of them ended up getting arrested. Oh shit. But I know Ant-Man is going to be in... Ant-Man and the Wasp both are going to be in Ultimate Alliance 3, and that's pretty fucking cool. I forget if Black Panther was a Wii-specific character like Moon Knight was, or if he was a DLC character. I think he was Wii-specific. Because I know Hawkeye was a DLC character, and I used him. I can't believe I beat him on my first try.
You've really grown up, Axel. You hear that? This place is done for. I set it to self-destruct. In case of an emergency.
You know, speaking of Marvel, I'm not going to pretend that I'm a big comic book fan, because I've only ever given a shit about, like, Iron Man, and that was exclusively because of the cartoon show. Not to mention Robert Downey... The original Robert Downey Jr. movies were fucking incredible. One of the things that absolutely just turns my piss to acid is I cannot stand how the Marvel movies have just turned into fucking Kingdom Hearts.
Ready?
Because it used to be that, like, you know, you watch the Iron Man movie, the Iron Man movie was just its own fucking thing. It was just fucking Iron Man. And then, what the fuck? Okay. But yeah, you'd watch the Iron Man movie and it was just fucking Iron Man. Who gives a shit? It's just fucking Iron Man. And you might have like a cute little joke, like I think it was Iron Man 2, that he had the he had a Cap shield for some reason. And it's like, oh, why'd he have Cap's shield? Haha, you know, sly little hint to the next movie we're gonna make. And then, I mean, of course, the Avengers were always going to be like a movie. I understand that. I'm not knocking that. It's totally understandable. It's like everybody gets their origin movie, and then once everybody gets their origin movie, it's like, that's it. Now that you know the origins, everybody's caught up. Let's do the fucking Avengers. And my problem comes from the fact that every Avengers movie after that, or I shouldn't say Avengers, every Marvel movie since the Avengers is just a sequel to the Avengers. It can't be its own thing anymore. And what I mean by that is, like, Iron Man 1, it was its own self-contained plot. Iron Man 2, it was its own self-contained plot. Iron Man 3, it takes place directly after fucking the Avengers, and Tony is having, like, PTSD because of what happened in the Avengers. And it's like, if you go from Iron Man 2 to Iron Man 3, you're sitting there like, what the fuck happened? Why did Tony turn into such a fucking bitch? And it's like, oh, well, you had to watch the Avengers to fucking know that. And it's like, oh. Or like how, because of the weird, like, fucked up shit involved with, who owns the Hulk. Like, there was the one Hulk movie, and then any Hulk characterization after that needs to happen in other movies. So, like, I made a Netflix account, and I've been watching shit on Netflix. And Netflix has the most recent Marvel movies. So, like, I watched Thor Ragnarok, because the last Marvel movie that I actually watched was Civil War in theaters back when I was still married. And, I mean, I had never seen a Marvel movie since. So, watching Thor Ragnarok, and I know enough about the characters that it's like, okay, I can kind of understand what's going on. One, all that fucking bullshit at the start with Thor and Surtur, you could have fucking added, like, a goddamn laugh track to that entire movie and changed nothing. Like, that is pathetic. You just have Thor just like, let me turn, you gotta turn around. Oh, I'm fucking Thor. Alright, whatever, that happened. And, like, everything about Thor Ragnarok was just like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, we're on this planet, alright, fine. Is the Collector gonna do anything? Nope, the Collector doesn't fucking matter anymore. And then it's like, oh, Hulk is on this planet. Why is Hulk on this planet? I don't know. Did you watch the other fucking 10 movies before this and see why Hulk was farting around on the fucking in space? It's ridiculous. I mean, it really says something that the most self-contained movie since the Avengers is fucking Black Panther. And I really liked Black Panther. I don't even mean that for, like, soy boy reasons. I mean, like, if you take out all of the fucking, like, race-baiting bullshit with, like, oh, we're fucking space black people and we're better than all of you, fuck off. Like, I just... Let me get on my soapbox for a fucking minute as if I haven't been there all goddamn day. But just, I cannot stand this, like, race conversation we're having. Like, I don't understand. It's gotta be the fucking California social justice types that are doing this, because, like, when I was a kid, I used to watch Teen Titans, and I loved Cyborg, because to me, he was basically just Mega Man. And it didn't matter to me that he was black. He was still my favorite character. Or like, if you look into Beast Boy's backstory, I think Beast Boy is black too. I mean, he's green, but he's also black. And it's like, Beast Boy was my other... Like, anytime Beast Boy and Cyborg were on screen, it's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a good episode. Or like... Static Shock. Static Shock was fucking awesome. I loved that show. Like, I still watch that show as like a grown-ass adult getting out of school and just... Or like Green Lantern, and I had always associated Green Lantern as the black guy. I never even knew about the ginger guy until fucking Batman Brave and the Bold. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand this whole thought process of, well, that character's not the same race as me, so I can't like that, or that character's not the same gender as me. Like, growing up out here in buttfuck nowhere, Indiana, which, according to the internet, is apparently retard redneck land, and I guess, you know, me earlier saying that most of the shit I do as a paramedic is, you know, Cletus doing something fucking dumb. But I used to play Tomb Raider with my sister, and it didn't matter if Lara Croft was a woman. Fucking, she's going on cool adventures and shit. Or like, when we got Dino Crisis, Regina is like one of my favorite fucking Capcom characters. Every single day, I'm like, Capcom, please bring back Dino Crisis. I genuinely don't understand. I try to understand, which I think is my biggest problem. I cannot get behind this logic of the character has to be the same as me. And the point I'm trying to make, too, with my 50 tangents, is that Black Panther is awesome. He's a dude in an invincible suit, and if you take into account the movie, where it gets that, like, shockwave property, and, like, as a kid, I've always loved, like, knights and warriors, and I think I've mentioned before that, you know, I love, like, the Arabian warriors with, like, you know, the Aladdin-looking guys. They've got the scimitars and the puffy pants and the turbans. I don't know, I just love it. And like watching Black Panther and seeing the fight scenes where T'Challa gets like whatever that fucking combination is, where it's the sword and board, but then he's got a he's got a spear in his shield. So it's like, fuck you, you broke, or like if I drop my sword, I can pull out my spear and fuck you up with a spear. Like I just the African Zulu warrior shit. Like I just love all that fucking shit. I don't have to be black to like that. I'm like the whitest motherfucker on the planet. I don't understand why people can't just like what they like. Why there's gotta be like a bullshit. And who is like pushing this shit? Like who's? I can't help but feel like it's these like soy boy stepdads that are just like. I mean, think about that fucking article that was going around a couple of years ago where it's like, oh, this dad hacked a copy of The Wind Waker to make it refer to Zelda. God damn it. Oh, God. I got that fucked up. It's like, oh, this dad hacked a copy of The Wind Waker to make it refer to Link as a girl so his daughter could have a hero. It's like, what? I mean, let me just beat this fucking dead horse of liberals are the true racists. But I mean, I have never once like looked at Mario and been like, man, you know, Mario's always objectifying that princess. It's always, to me, it's always just been fucking, oh, well, gotta save the princess. It's not anything to do with, oh, I can't believe that, you know, fucking the patriarchy is at it again. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a normal functioning adult and I have bigger problems than fucking whatever bullshit the rainbow-haired dykes come up with to be upset about next. And that was honestly my biggest problem with watching Big Mouth. I mean, that show was actually pretty fucking funny, but holy shit, it was completely one-sided and totally unfair. Like, what was it? There was an episode where there's a girl with big boobs, and it's like the whole episode is about like, oh man, look at how fucking fucked up and horny guys are for liking boobs. How dare you like boobs? Don't you understand how hard it is for women to have boobs? And it's like, what? Like, that's the moral of the episode? How dare you like boobs? When in the same episode, it even went on to say, like, even girls like boobs. Or, like, one of the final episodes of the second season was about, like, oh, how dare this guy be like, oh man, guys, I totally touched a boob. And it's like, you're fucking teenagers. Of course he's gonna be like, yeah, man, I totally touched a boob. And then it even acknowledges in the same episode that it was the girl who fucking started that shit in the first place. But because it's Big Mouth and it's on Netflix, and we all know who fucking runs Netflix, the guys still had to be the bad guy. And let me tell you, you're coming to fucking Mega Man streams to hear about my opinions on abortion. But they had that Planned Parenthood episode, And throughout the entire episode, they kept cracking jokes about, like, oh man, people are gonna fucking hate us for this one. And I feel like the kind of people that they're upset about are a parody. I mean, I'll joke around about, like, rainbow-haired Legbeard dykes, and I'll joke around about, like, Bible-thumping conservatives, because I know both groups of those people exist. And God forbid you whip out your, like, hottest, you know, contrarian centrist memes and throw them at me. But, like, I like to think that I'm, like, one of the very few people who... I do not have a problem with abortions. I don't have a problem with abortion clinics. I think that, like, you know, there's a reason they exist. I just don't want to pay for them on my fucking tax dollars. Like... I mean... if you want to go out and skank it up and get fucking fucked and have an abortion every weekend, do it on your own fucking dime. And the same thing goes to for like birth control. I have to buy my own condoms, you can buy your own fucking birth control. And I'm like the mythical black sheep of Indiana. It's like, wow, I can't believe there's somebody living in Indiana who actually thinks that. Wow. This is it. This is the stream that gets me banned. Might as well throw in my unsolicited opinions about Israel while I'm at it. Hey, how come Israel's allowed to have their own wall, but when we want one, you're racist? Oh god, here it comes. Alright guys, the police are outside my house. It's been fun. Did he just, like, go Super Saiyan? Oh. Yeah. I really don't understand this whole, like, DNA and soul and shit like that the last couple of X games did. Like... surely there's, like, a better way to do it. Now that I know the secret. Stand up here on the neck where he can't fucking touch you. Can I please say that if there's anything I want to see at E3, I want to see what the fuck Kamiya has been doing. Because every day I think about that picture he tweeted out of like the wonderful ones playing that Famicom-themed Switch. And it's like, what the fuck are you trying to say, you fucking Windex piece of shit? Are you porting Wonderful 101 to Switch or not? Because holy shit. Wonderful 101 is the video game that made me love video games again. Because I was going through a rough patch in my life where, like, video games weren't fun anymore. I couldn't play them for more than an hour or two. I wouldn't even play Mega Man even anymore. Like, that was how fucking bad it was. I would, like, start a Mega Man game and just be like, and quit after, like, 2 bosses. And I very nearly seriously gave up video games for good. Because you have to remember, that was, I bought a Wii U day one. And not only did I buy a Wii U day one, I bought a Wii U fucking day one when I was working minimum wage, and every fucking dollar meant something because my parents kicked me out at 18. Like, and what did I have? I had Nintendo Land and Tekken for like 3 fucking months and nothing but. And then you had to start over on the goddamn Virtual Console. And then you had to fucking... I couldn't transfer any of the shit from my Wii because my Wii was modded. And I lost faith in video games. I very nearly just gave up on them for good. And then I saw Wonderful 101. And I'm like, wow, 100 Power Rangers? Is that even possible? And then sure enough, here comes the giant fist. I kicked the shit out of that game so fucking hard, I unlocked Bayonetta before they patched in a code to unlock her. Because when Bayonetta 2 came out... Alright, where the fuck do I go? What one am I missing? Stop it! Stop it! Stop! Oh, here it is. Because when Wonderful 101 came out, if you got every single achievement in the game, you could unlock, like, Bayonetta and Rodon and Jean. And, like, not only that, but, like... Because, like, Wonderful 101 is, like, the greatest game nobody played. Part of, like, making that game so special was you can actually, like, believe it or not, you can swap out who your leader is. And, like, certain characters are better than others. So, like, you don't always have to be Wonder Red, Wonder Blue, Wonder Green, whatever. It's actually better to switch out. Like, Pose Man, which is basically like the Kmart ripoff Beautiful Joe, was the best fist fighter you could have. And then I think Bayonetta was a gun wielder. And when you had like a full team of 100 wonderful ones, if you increased your weapon to its maximum size, she had 4 guns. And then not to mention that one of the final unlockables you could get was the Unite Big. And basically anybody who had a problem with how Wonderful 101 played, Unite Big was there to tell you to shut the fuck up. Because if you drew, you had to have at least 100 people, so you had to have some unlockable characters, and you had to rescue a lot of the wonderful ones. But you could draw a bee, and you could turn yourself into a gigantic version of certain characters. So like, when I say certain characters, it has to be, you know, the original wonderful ones, blue, red, yellow, green, all them. But then you could also do it with Bayonetta too.
All right, we know you're in there,
And if you did it with Bayonetta, you like kind of sort of
Thanks for coming by, fellas.
you unlocked like a pseudo Bayonetta sequel before Bayonetta 2 was announced. And the reason I say I unlocked Bayonetta legit was because after the real Bayonetta 2 came out, you could find a billboard in a certain level. Hold on.
Make X and Zero mine. Now come and get me. Give me a good fight, like you always.
You could unlock. There was a billboard that had the wonderful ones on it, and it had a code that if you went back to Wonderful 101, which had since gotten a patch, and put in this code, you'd unlock Bayonetta. This is what this fucking game does to me. I don't give a shit about this game anymore. I just want to talk about other shit. Alright everybody, what's your favorite Sigma body? Because I will forever be impartial to the original and X5. So naturally you have no idea how fucking cool to me that those two specifically are his costumes in Infinite. I liked the suit. I liked his body from X5 just because back when X5 was supposed to be the end of the series, it really did feel like the fucking end. Like he dashed like you did. He had buster shots. Like it felt like you were just fighting the evil version of Mega Man. I mean, a shame that the boss was a complete fucking joke. Especially the like Gamma form. Alright, this is where we're gonna run into some fucking trouble. Yep. And that's why we're gonna run into some trouble.
Warning! Warning!
Like, the coolest thing about this fight is that it looks like an Oni. I can't believe he's fucking T-posing. I don't think they did that on purpose. I don't think that was intentional. And that's the problem with this game. I'm just face-tanking all of his shots. Whoa! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Talk shit, get hit, man. Jesus. Oh my god, he's shooting fucking dick lasers. Whoa! I do not appreciate that. I don't appreciate that at all. Wow, it's actually animated.
Hurry! Axel!
I will return in a new form. I promise you.
I found you, Zero and X.
Very nice, Red. Give me your power. It's time for revenge.
Oh, with this power, I'll never lose.
Perhaps the real Red Alert was the friends we made along the way.
Wake up.
Are you okay? Pretty cool, eh? You gotta give me some credit. Fine, let's get out of here. Hey, wait for me!
I don't even think that was a proper run animation. I think he just kind of slid across the ground there.
Last week, an outbreak of Mavericks caused a riot at the energy plant. Then, Axel showed up to quell the unrest. Mavericks disappeared from the scene without a trace. Then, 3 days ago, when mechanoids on the wharf went berserk, Axel destroyed the mechanoid that was blocking the ship's hatch, securing an escape route for the crew. This case did cause 16 casualties, however. In addition, Axel has shown up to assist in a total of 14 incidents involving Mavericks.
He's made mistakes. But in any case, Axel's efforts over the last few days have solved a lot of problems. X, do you think we could make Axel a hunter based on his good deeds?
No way! Don't you get it? You must not be rewarded for such methods.
Methods?
The fact
Ideals are
that
not
X has just turned into this giant blubbering pussy is just offensive.
Can't you train Axel to be one?
Because the whole point of X5 and X6 was that,
You can never train somebody to be a hunter like me. It is impossible.
yeah, like just shit like that. X is acting totally out of character. Like in X5, when we thought Zero was dead for good, the ending made a point to be like, oh, X looks more serious than ever. And then in X6, we have X who's a little bit more violent, a little bit more aggressive. I mean, there's the whole meme of, like, you know, the schoolgirl X in Zero, but it just... Return to results screen. Oh boy.
Mega Man X7.
Alright, let's see how New Game Plus works.
Ready?
I've adjusted to this game's crap factor so much. I'm just blowing through this stage like I don't give a fuck. Alright, let's see if Zero kept all my shit or I'm gonna be real upset. Oh my god. Oh my god, let me skip this garbage. Let me skip this garbage, please. Please don't make me watch this again.
I can't believe I'm back here again.
You and me both.
Mess.
Yep, there's that little dash. You keep it. So then why wouldn't it, like, let me keep... Oh my god, that's horrible. So I can never truly max out anyone if it's just gonna reset my shit like that. Alright, let's get out of the intro level and see if we at least get to keep X. Yeah, we keep the ZX. That's where it came from. It's not X, it's ZX.
Wait a second.
Are you stupid? You're in danger if you just stand there.
Are you connected to this incident?
Incident? What are you talking about? Oh, here it comes.
If I remember correctly, the voice of Axel in X7 is the original voice of Ash from the Pokemon anime. But I may have that backwards. It might be the his voice from X8, because he gets a new voice actor, and holy shit, he needed it. Because if you haven't played X8, like the voice, this fucking bullshit here of like, I'm the kid. He gets an almost surfer dude accent in X8, but it's fine because it's better voice. It's just when you do rapid fire, you have to listen to like, yeah, yeah, give me a hand.
Zero, so you can handle this, right? I'm Axel. Call me if you need a hand.
Well, this has become a real pain.
I want a full explanation when this is all over.
I don't understand why some of your attacks do damage and some of them don't. I don't know, maybe it's just because they want you to use the Golden Boy Axel. Okay, I don't give a shit about this. Save, because I don't want to ever play that fucking intro again. You keep your upgrades, but do you get X? Okay. You do get X. It's all worth it. Alright. Oh, cool. What's the new wallpaper we got? Let's check out some of the fucking concept art from X7. Hey, it's the poster that came with some of those shitty Jazzware figures I was talking about. Hold on, what is that like? I mean, Jesus, that's almost like that fucking Gundam meme where it's like the Gundam running at you. This is on the disc, I'm pretty sure. This is probably my favorite Axel design. I wish they would have went with that one. What medals do I have in this game? Hang on, let me find those cool Japanese figures I was talking about. See, these are the ones I was saying where, you get like the frame, and then you get the pieces that you build onto it. So like this is one that you could build out of it. And this one actually came with a little marble you could shoot out of the Buster. Or like see, I mean if you look real close there you can see the frame. But like this is the X3 armor, where they had like a gold variant of the X3 armor, because you know, of course. And then, you know, all the different weapon colors, and you could do a 0. You could even turn it into bit. And there was a right armor for it, but the pictures I've seen of the right armor are really weird, because it's like you can't have any pieces on like X's torso, or I should say the body's torso, and it comes with extra pieces to turn it into the different right armors from X3. And then there was like this cool card game in Japan, so you got action figures of their armors from the card game. And then just all these different, like, frames for X. And then here's the D-Arts I have. And this one was really cool because you can actually take the limbs off of this one and replace it with the limbs from this one. And have like various pieces of X's armor upgraded. Now this is the one I don't have. I don't think I think it might have been a limited edition that I missed out on. But I have both of these, where it's the Zero and then his upgraded form. I have this one, of course, and my favorite thing is they censored out the whiskey from the back of the box here. And of course, the Ultimate Armor. This is the first D-Arts I ever bought, and I was so impressed with the quality that I bought the rest of them almost immediately. I never got the Black Zero, and that haunts my soul. I have like 1 million action figures of him from the shitty Jazzwares, but this one makes me upset because it's a statue. I wanted to pose it. I have no ideas what this one is supposed to be. I never got either of these. But I have all of these. And I got some Sailor Moon ones too. These are pretty decent figures. But these ones are really cool. I picked these up at a convention for 20 bucks a pop, and they're basically supposed to be like an interpretation of the Sprite. And they don't have enough pictures, but they both come with like 1 billion accessories. And you can like swap Zero between his X1 design. And I believe this one is supposed to be like the Blind Box figure, because I have the Battle Network one. And I have this one, of course. I think they've since released a Nendoroid of his unarmored form, but I think the problem I have with this one is I have mine posed like this because I think I may have accidentally bought a bootleg by mistake. There's a real problem with bootleg Nendoroids, and either this one didn't get the love that the rest of the Nendoroid series got, or what, because I wanted to pose it like this. But the problem is that this specific Nendoroid is just so fucking cheap. Like, this charge shot you see right here, you have to connect all of them to this, like, triangle piece. And it's just this frustrating bullshit of once you get one connected, the other ones pop off, and it's just a pain in the fucking ass. And I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and no matter what I did, I couldn't get him to stick. So I just stuck with this pose. This is a figure I'd really like to get, but they're like $400 the last I saw. I have this one, and my fucking dog knocked it off the shelf and chewed up some of the armor bits. So now I just have it like this. And just the closest I've ever come to wanting to strangle my own pet to death, let me tell you. I've contacted the creator, and I can get like replacement armor bits, but just, oh my god, my heart can't take it. The coolest part about this is that this figure is made of fucking metal. So, like, looking at this, you can kind of see it if you look really closely, but this base figure is made out of metal, so he's got real nice bulk to him. It's really cool. And this little Rush is like made of metal too. And you can combine it, you can either make a Ride Chaser or you can make the armor. Here's a Nendoroid that came out after this game was released. I got this one as well. and then we're back to just, you know. Alright, let's look at these capsule toys. That looks like the X3 Sigma. I think it might be. Man, what in the hell? Oh, that's the card game. Ah, these. I have all 5 of these. I bought them all at a convention. It cost me like $40, but it was worth it. Other toys and goods. Oh, these like shitty 3D printed ones. Yeah, I've got the Vial. You can like pop their arms off and swap them around, but it just... they're really, really cheap. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about where I've got the Battle Network one. Think Geek was selling these for like $15 a pop. And they wouldn't let me like open them to check. So I only bought the one, and I've got the Battle Network. And I really don't want to spend the like $20 a piece to buy the individual figures on Amazon. Oh, some pencils. Alright, I've bullfucked around for one day. That was the infamous X7.